So although I'm in my 40s, I do love fashion. I don't understand why I like clothes. I'm not wild about my clothing choices, I just like to keep up with the trends just a little bit. But I do get quite excited when I do go clothes shopping, especially when I found a bargain. I tend to go for more affordable clothing that has decent quality and that doesn't break the bank. And in my experience, I found 4 ways to find affordable clothing at bargain prices. So let's get into the very first one. So the first one's actually been the most recent obsession of mine, which is going to different thrift stores. I've avoided them for many years. It's only as of this year I started to find different pieces of clothing for ridiculously low prices from thrift stores. Most thrift stores have very few men's items, but I do tend to find some good pieces. Here's a few examples I found. So I live in Sydney and I've been to different thrift stores like Vinnie's, Red Cross and Salvo's. Some of them, like Salvo's, can be a bit pricey, but you can still find a good bargain in them. It does take a bit of patience. You're probably only going to end up finding 1 or 2 pieces at a time. I guess it's all part of the excitement of finding that bargain. I don't know, for some reason I seem to like it and I don't want to, but that's just the way I am. And yeah, I highly recommend going to thrift stores as one option. Another place I found really good bargains for clothing is weekend markets. In Sydney there always seems to be a market every single weekend without fail, and there's always one where they're giving away second-hand clothing. It tends to be more focused on women's clothing. The funny thing is, whenever it's men's clothing, the prices are still quite marked up. So in those situations I always just tend to find clothing for my wife, and they can be seriously low and really cheap. Sometimes they're just giving it away for free. Here's some examples of clothing I found for my wife. I don't think many people know about this one, but you can actually find clothing on Facebook Marketplace. And the only reason I know that is because I've sold some of my clothing on Facebook Marketplace, especially things that I purchased from Uniqlo, like the ultra light down jacket. I had 2 of them. I already had a different winter jacket, so I thought I'd get rid of them. And for some reason, even though I've had it for many years, I got to sell them for about $40 each, which I was pleasantly surprised about. You can actually find clothing secondhand in great condition, so I highly recommend checking that out. If you don't have Facebook, then I guess you can try Gumtree instead. This is a little bit of a secret of mine, but some shops like Uniqlo, because I love clothing from Uniqlo. I love the quality, the affordable prices, but they also have a section near the back of the store where they store faulty and damaged clothing. Those ones tend to have like makeup stains on them, and they're actually really easy to take out. Like I've bought a couple of t-shirts for like $10 each, which were originally $25. You can bring them home and you can easily use a stain remover or just put them in the wash. Especially like women's foundation, it comes off straight away. You can't return them, but you've got a brand new item of clothing and you paid a fraction of the price for them. I have no idea if anyone's interested in the topic that I've covered in this video. I like shopping for clothes. I only like to get them affordable, and I thought this video would be a great way just to share what I've learned and just 4 of the best ways to get affordable clothing. So hopefully you found it helpful in some way. Feel free to leave a comment if you know other places or other ways of finding affordable clothing at bargain prices, and I'll catch you in another video.